Well, greetings, good people. Welcome to another edition of Leaders and Learners, where we have the best leaders, and the best leaders are lifetime learners. Today, you might learn a little something about how we get these kids off of their cell phones and onto the stage if they have some real talent. Okay. I want you to buckle up because today's guest has the power to change lives with a single nod or a side eye. That's right. We've got Luke Swinney, the man, the myth, the talent spotting legend. And he's the actual casting director for America's Got Talent. Yes, that's right. The show where dreams come true or crash and burn, whatever, spectacularly in front of millions of people. But today, Luke is juggling and he's judging. He's going to be talking about how he's going to judge the Springfest. You know, we've talked about the Springfest before. I don't know if you remember last year we had Miss Robin on. Oh, yes. And she's going to be here today, too, to talk about Springfest Redondo. So without further ado, he's about to take on the bravest souls in the South Bay at Springfest. Let's welcome Luke Swinney and one of my partners in crime, Miss Robin Garfield.
Hello.
Hello.
And the crowd goes wild. I got to get my little sound effects going, y'all. I got to get them together. But thank you for being here. Happy Monday. So excited. Listen, before we even get into Luke, Robin, let the people know why they need to be gearing up to be at Springfest this year, even if it's just one day.
Oh my gosh. Well, pick a day. Every day is going to be exciting and different and fun. And we just keep growing every single year. So we are so excited this year. First, got to give props to my presenting sponsor, South Bay Credit Union, as well as a ton of other sponsors I can mention later. But this year, each day, Thursday night, let's start there, is family night, $3 rides, something for everyone. And Friday night, we're going to get really into on this show the first, what we hope is annual, teen talent competition. Yep. So if you have any talent, singing, dancing, anything, come on down. It's teen night. Even if you don't have a talent and want to come watch these amazing, talented kids. We also have a headliner, Raised Wrong, that is just wowing crowds all over the West Coast. And Ruby and the Thorns is back. And that's another great band we had last year that just blew down the house. On Saturday, we have our carnival, of course, all the days, full carnival, thrill rides, kid rides, bungee, rock wall, you name it, and stuff for the little kids too. And then on Saturday and Sunday, Saturday, this year on the Beach Life stage, yes, you heard it, Beach Life is one of our sponsors, and they're going to be doing the stage. And we have the winner, just crowned yesterday, of Battle of the Bands this year performing, as well as a ton of other talented youth. And we're also going to have Jeremy Buck and the Bang Back and Dick the Citizen. So grab a beer or wine at the beer garden and sit back, relax, listen to some great tunes. On Sunday, the finals of our Teen Talent Contest. So again, we have all days of entertainment, lots of bands playing. Of course, we have our carnival rides every single day. And grab a wristband. That's what you want to do, because you get all you can ride rides and have an awesome time. Something for everyone.
I love that. I'm excited. I plan to be there. You know, I don't even be going outside a lot, but I'm definitely going to be there
It's outside at the Performing Arts Center, but we're hoping it looks like this today and we'll be set.
I've been checking the weather. The weather's supposed to be nice, so I hope everyone can be there. But let's go ahead and jump into our chat with Luke. And I want to ask him first. You've seen thousands of auditions, some amazing, some, well, whatever, bless their hearts. But I want you to tell us, what's the number one mistake you think young performers make when they step on stage thinking they're the next Beyonce or Drake or whatever, but end up looking more like, I don't know, a hot mess? Like, give them some, let me know.
I think one of the biggest mistakes young performers make specifically is kind of trying to emulate what they're seeing an artist do that's really successful. too much, to the point where you kind of lose who you are at the end of your performance. So, when someone comes in and auditions for us, I want to, of course, see their talent, of course, see, their voice or music ability or whatever their talent is, but really go into, at the end of their 2 minutes, I want to kind of have an idea of who you are, what are you doing here, all that kind of stuff. Come through the performance. You don't just have to tell me who you are, but I can kind of see it. So I think that's really, really key for a lot of the young people today, and they should do that at Springfest as well. Like, let us kind of get into who you are on stage in front of everybody.
I am a stickler for young people having their own personal brand, like really understanding what that means, right? It's not emulating someone else, like you just said. It's like, who are you? Show me what's inside of you. Like, what are some of the best ways you can help young people understand that? Because I do it for tech and athletes, but when it comes to entertainment, I try to stay away from entertainment. So you tell them, what is the best way for them to use their talent to really express who they are and show their individuality?
I think it comes down to what do you love? You shouldn't be singing a genre of music that you don't love. You shouldn't be doing anything that you're not really passionate about. And for young people, it's kind of interesting because you might not necessarily know what you love yet, or know what really speaks to you, or also know who you are yet. That's totally fine. I'm still learning every day. I'm sure you are as well, who you are. So it is, of course, a process, but definitely if everything is rooted in something you love, if it's a genre of music or even a song that you come to us, people will come to us with songs that they think we might want to hear, but they just learned yesterday and they aren't really confident with them and they don't love it. I would much rather hear a song that you really love, that you've been singing for 10 years. And then, of course, if it is an interesting song choice and great vocal and all that stuff, of course, goes into it. But yeah.
Robin, how can some of these kids find their way in front of Luke and our other judges?
So there is a sign-up process, and we will be accepting sign-ups, or I guess sign-ups are what they're called. I don't think about that. They're not quite auditions, but they are auditions in a sense. So on our website, which is nrbba.org, North Redondo Beach Business Association, who is the host of the event, and then /Springfest, you'll see a link there that you can sign up. So what they have to do is fill out the form and then post on their Instagram or link to their Instagram with a 30-second to 60-second video of them performing, ideally performing what they are going to be, or in the genre of what they're going to be, right? So we don't just want them in their musical theater performance if they're going to be singing a solo and that's not representative, if that makes sense, right? So we want to see the talent that they're actually going to do. And then we are going to be reviewing all of those. They're due on March 3rd. And then we'll let people know by March 5th.
Awesome. Now, Luke, let's keep it real here. Kids these days think going viral on TikTok is the same as having real talent. I want you to be honest and talk about the difference between a kid who actually has it versus one who's like really good at lip syncing, like Ice Spice or something.
Yeah, it is definitely. I mean, it's tricky because there is definitely a talent into lip syncing. There's a talent into certain things online, but it's definitely very different from singing live. Or we talk about singing a lot, but for Springfest and on our show, I really love comedy acts and magic acts, and any talent. We always say that anyone can have a talent, any age, any dream. So we want to see it all, but we do talk a lot about singing because we do probably see the most of it on our stage, and especially on TikTok and Instagram. There's a level of editing yourself, which some things can work really, really well in that small box, and you might go viral online, but if you put it on a stage, it could fall flat. So that's what we really have to look out for. Is we want to see you know, even in auditions for AGT, we want to see you on a stage, or we want to see you, even if you're in your living room, we want to see you standing up, pretending that there's a crowd of 4,000 people and the judges are in front of you, and that you have that same energy. Even if you're just in your living room and just your cat is there and, you know, no one else is there, totally fine. You don't have to actually be in front of a stage. But that kind of energy, rather than we see a lot of kind of TikTok, everyone sitting in front of the camera down, maybe a little lower energy. And that doesn't work as well on our stage, but there's always exceptions. But usually we want to see energy. We want to see you just throw everything into it, super confident. And at the end of the day, just have a blast. And if you're having a blast, we'll have a blast watching.
Arnie, you said confidence, like everybody just happens to have the confidence you have. So I want to know where you got your confidence from and how you got to where you are now.
I'm still working on the confidence. I think we all are in a way. But so there is a,
I don't know, being a little modest there, being a little modest.
But I think just, you know, I love what I do. I love getting to help people, you know, and seeing someone that, you know, we saw an audition video, you know, 6 months earlier, and now they're on stage getting a golden buzzer. That's a really cool feeling. So I definitely have kind of grown confident throughout my years on the show of just seeing really a lot of success come to people. But my background, I don't know. I think my parents have instilled it in me for sure. Just growing up, you know, trying all sorts of different things. I always loved television. And so I grew up in Texas, so I ended up flying out here, I guess. Actually, no, that's not true. I drove out here in a big movie truck. And yeah, moved out here about a decade ago and have been working in television ever since. So yeah, I think that's, I guess, where it comes from.
Entertainment is a tough business, but I'm sure that Robin can back me on this one. When it comes to sports, like sports parents are crazy, right? But I know, sir, that you have had your share of stage parents in what you've been doing. So I want you to tell me, like, what's one of the wildest or most cringiest, like, parent moment you've ever witnessed at an audition?
I think a lot of it, I'm kind of struck by just parents who you can just see are really pushing the kid to just sing, and they don't want to at all. and these are virtual auditions. Like, they're at home, they're comfortable at home, and they still don't want to do this. So if they're not wanting to do it, then they're not going to want to do it on our stage, and that's totally fine. But I think it struggles with me a lot of seeing parents really push their kids when they just don't want to, or they're not ready yet, and they're clearly not ready yet. And there is an extent of, you know, any audition is practice. So we always welcome, even if you're not ready, come out and audition. You can get a sense of what it is. Like, we definitely want to see that. And who knows, maybe you'll surprise yourself and be better than you thought. But sometimes with the parents, it can get a little tricky.
Oh my gosh.
Am I lying? Robin?
Oh no. And my kids have been in theater since they were babies. So I've seen the stage parents. I've seen the sports parents. There's some crazy people out there.
I'm just trying to figure out if y'all gonna be okay when somebody doesn't win and their parents are a little more unhappy than they are. That's gonna be. We might need to get y'all some bodyguards. I don't know.
I'm sure it's happened over the years.
You know what? But Springfest is a community event. I think everybody's gonna, you know, that's the cool thing, right? It's just everybody who's up there is going to be happy to be up there, I think, you know. Okay. And just looking at who so far are entries, it's kind of interesting. Yes, there's a lot of singing. I will prepare you. There's some rappers, a couple of those. I know. And so there's some interesting ones. So we'll see what comes about.
Well, Springfest is definitely going to be the place for teen talent to shine. But what I want to know is, what else are you looking forward to, Robin? What else should the people be looking forward to outside of the talent? Because they're going to be there. They got to come back if they make it past prelims. Like, what else can they do while they're like waiting for their results and all the cool things?
Yeah, so many. So first of all, the carnival rides. I mean, we are, you know, a carnival, and we have the thrill rides, we have the kiddie rides, we have the merry-go-round, we have, you know, a ride everybody can get on and not throw up. So, and then there's ones that they may. So, you know, well, everything when it comes to that. Games, lots of game booths, win prizes. we have a marketplace. So what's in our marketplace? Some very cool vendors. So anything from light up toys to, henna tattoos and face paint and, all the different things. And then a lot of community groups, right? We have some nonprofits, we have some schools, we have some raffles going on. Speaking of raffles, I got to throw this out there. So we are doing the coolest raffle ever. So you can win 2 3-day VIP passes. By the way, did I mention they're almost sold out? And by the time we have our event, you will not be getting those. To Beach Life Festival. Yep. Beach Life Festival is giving us 2 VIP tickets to raffle off. I will tell you, you have a very good chance of winning at this moment because we don't have too many entries yet. But so we've made it really reasonable. $20 for a raffle ticket. We want everyone to enter. You can do it online at our website or on site. And and you can win those 3-day passes. By the way, they're valued at $2,000. And I don't know if you heard the Beach Life lineup this year. I mean, we got Lenny Kravitz, they got Alanis Morissette, they have they have such cool acts, Sublime. So it is one of those events you don't want to miss. And now's your chance to try to get in on that. So come to the marketplace, come and have food. Oh my gosh, do we have food? Let me tell you about our food.
Lots of food. Oh, and
so many cool ones. Yeah.
Beer garden. We're having the beer garden again this year.
We of course have the beer garden, beer and wine. Thank you to El Segundo Brewing Company. They're our beer sponsor this year. All right. If you haven't checked out the Slice and Pint in Redondo, amazing. Such good pizza and beer. So, but the other food trucks we're having, Cousins Lobster. We have lobster. We have empanadas.
They're coming.
Yeah. We have, of course, pizza and carnival fare and everything fried, like a normal carnival. We have slushies, Jolly Rancher slushies this year. So that's
ice cream.
No ice cream. No ice cream this year. I know. Well, it's March, so a little chilly, but we have gourmet coffee. Like I'm telling you, creme brulee coffee. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
Yeah, no, but I like creme brulee and I like coffee.
You got to try our coffee. Our new coffee truck is going to be amazing. So just amazing food. Like, did I mention sushi? We have sushi. It is, Southern California.
So you can come get full of nothing else, and admission is
come back every day and have a different meal.
I love it.
Satisfied. Yep.
You know what? I think events like this always make memories. We're going to be doing something to highlight a lot of the memories from the event. But one thing I do want to ask Luke is, of all of the auditions that you've seen, what is one of the most memorable auditions? Like, what is one of the most, I didn't expect that, or, blew me away, or I continue to follow this person, even if they didn't make it, they just blew my mind. Like, give me something that has really just stuck with you over the years.
There are so many. Oh my gosh. So many. Even just like recently in the last couple seasons, we've had a lot of, and this kind of works great for Springfest. We've had a lot of fantastic kids on our show. Anywhere from last season, I worked with a 2-year-old who did math, and he was just incredible on our stage, the youngest contestant AGT had ever had. The year before that, I worked with this incredible singer out of Indonesia named Putri Aryani, and she was 17 years old. She was she's blind and has an amazing voice, and just blew Simon away and got his golden buzzer. And she made it all the way to our finals that season. There's just so many. I always love all of our acrobatic acts that truly do things that kind of scare me in a way, but in like a fun way. Like they're doing flips over things that I just can't even imagine, but we get to see it on our stage, which is so cool.
You see people being double jointed in ways you didn't know joints could bend.
Oh my gosh. In the contortions on our show. And also I really love just silly, stupid comedy. That's truly, at the end of the day, that can really work on our stage. Last year I worked with an act out of Japan, And we had a lot of Japanese comedy on our show. Simon really loves Japanese comedy, and all of our judges do. And they literally just make their bodies into looking like little animals. Like there was a zebra, there was a giraffe, and it was just silly and stupid. And Sophia loved it so much, she gave it a golden buzzer, and it was incredible. So those kind of things, like I did not expect that to go as well as it did. And as we gear up for this year's auditions, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more moments like that really surprise me that you'll get to see on TV this summer.
How exciting. Okay, last one. Now I'm gonna let you go. Like hypothetically speaking, let's just say a grown person asking for a friend still has dreams of stardom, okay, that used to like dance back in the day, okay, and yeah, are they too young, too old to try
No.
out? Or can she go ahead and shoot her shot? Like, I don't even know what the age limit is for this, but I'm just wondering if I can be like some of these athletes that our kids play against that are really 5 years older than they say they are, but then they're really not the same age as our kids. So I'm just trying to figure out if my friend can be a youth and try out too. I don't know.
I cannot wait to see your friend, in our casting pool, because there is no limit. There's no limit whatsoever. Truly, any age. We've had a 2-year-old on our show now. We've had people in their 90s on our show. It can truly be anyone, any age, any talent, any dream is kind of our motto. So yeah, and agtauditions.com is kind of where our casting lives online, where you can sign up for a virtual audition. We actually have one in February 25th, but then our virtual auditions go throughout the whole year. And then you can always submit a video online on agtauditions.com, and I'll be watching it, or someone from my team will be watching it, and hopefully we can get you on our stage.
You mean my friend? Yeah, I'm
exactly. Of course.
To my friend. And for the teen competition, Robin, what is the age?
Yes, we do have an age limit. Maybe we'll change that next year. But for this year, it's anyone under 20. So we call it the teen competition, but we have 11-year-olds signing up, and we're fine with that. We just don't, yes, it's a talent show, but we want talent, you know what I mean? Like, no offense to anyone who, put it in an application, but
Are you checking ID? Because
we are.
When I put my hair in a ponytail,
only for you, Tanya. It's obviously honor system, but if you look 40, we might question. I'm just saying.
Okay. But I'll definitely be cheering on our young people, because listen, all I'm saying is I know we got talent out here. So with that being said, I just want to say, parents, you heard the man. And if you have talented kids sitting at home wasting their skills on TikTok, TikTok is cool, but get them out the living room, sign them up for Springfest Redondo. Absolutely. Or at the very least, you can drag them out to watch and get inspired. And who knows? You might be raising the next big star, or, at least someone that supports them. So this is amazing to be able to have Luke here. I love being able to have access. Like, I think one of the most important things here is this is a community of people that support one another, and you have access to someone that has an incredible amount of talent and knowledge to be able to help you get to the next level, or your kid get to the next level. So Luke, thank you so much for being here. Robin, anything?
We're so blessed.
Absolutely. It's important. Knowledge is power. We trying to be powerful out here in the world and do big things. So thank you for putting this together, Robin. Dang.
Yeah, I gotta say a shout out to my team, because my team that's helped me put the teen talent competition together. Stephanie Creona, she's heading it up, and she's actually also a sponsor, State Farm Insurance, and I'm so blessed to have her and Estelle Shaw, who's also a previous professional dancer, involved, and I can't forget Marty Harris from Coast Music, who came in and just has been extraordinary. So, and Kelly Moran as well on our teen night team. So I have just an amazing team. They're actually the ones who helped get Luke involved. And, takes a village. Takes a village.
Absolutely.
We've got a great village here in the South Bay. So,
Well, Luke, I'm looking forward to seeing you in March. Thanks again for being here. And you guys get your tickets, get your VIP tickets, come eat for free, come have a good time, be a part of the South Bay. Even though it's in Redondo, it embodies all of the South Bay and beach cities. You will not be sorry. Every year it's a hit and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Thanks to Robin. And this year, Luke, I'm so looking forward to it. You guys, thanks for being here.
you're welcome.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Can't wait.
See you soon. Hey, thanks for showing up to the podcast where we all know that the best leaders are lifetime learners. When you get a sec, take a moment, leave a comment. What you think about today's episode, and share it with someone that you know could use the gems that were dropped today. Follow and subscribe. You don't want to miss who's coming up next. You never know who could show up here and what they could say. For your professional needs, marketing, PR, communications, and leadership, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at Sand and Shores, or hit us up at sandandshores.com. Again, thanks so much for showing up. We appreciate you, and we'll see you soon.